Yeah.
Should. Hi, everybody. My name is Heinna, and I am here today with Ali from Your Perfect Posture. And she is a physio, which is a great way to start with organizing your business, which I am introducing today because I wanted to share with you why I wanted to work with Ali within my business and showing as a part of organizing your business in the background. So here's Ali just to go a little bit about her, and then we can go in how we met.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Hi. Hi, everyone. Yes, I'm a physio and I'm very passionate about ergonomics, in particular, women working from home. I know we're all busy. A lot of us are mums, and we are all working from home these days. So I've been working from home for about 8 years. So COVID didn't affect me a lot. However, I know that it affected a lot of people, and I noticed a massive information gap between working in the office, where you have the great setup, you've got the ergonomic chair and the height adjustable desk, and then you go to home and you have a desk that isn't adjustable. You're sitting on a deck chair or a dining chair like I am, and you've got children running around, and you're just making do on a laptop. So that's where my sort of passion is, of helping busy women improve their ergonomics and their setup in the home, but also in everyday life.
Yeah, and I think that that's great. I think a little introduction of how we met. I started my business in the middle of the pandemic, so it did affect how like I was working. And so I was fortunate enough when I worked in an office, I like you said, everything was set up for us, like ergonomically things were done the way it should be. And so when I started working from home and then working on my business, I was typing away. Actually had this white deck chair that I love. Not love, but actually I had no choice. And so I had that, and I wasn't, I wasn't positioned properly. And so for a couple months within setting up my business, getting everything organized, I started getting pain towards my elbow. Went to the doctor. They said I had tennis elbow. And luckily, I actually found Ali in one of the Facebook groups, and she said, I do ergonomic stuff. And I was like, oh my God, yes, yes, I need to talk to her. I need somebody to talk to that's a physio that knows what they're talking about, because I was going to opt out to getting cortisone shots. And so, yeah, but they said, wait, see, there's some stretches. So I reached out to Ali, and honestly, within like a month and a half, because that was towards December of 2020. And then by January, towards the end, my tensors was good. Like now I'm good to go,
Yeah.
and it was right. It was organizing my business. I didn't think about ergonomic stuff because
No.
I was, yeah, because again, it was set up already for me in the office, like when I had my corporate job. So when I did at home, I didn't know why these pains occurred. And then so she gave me an assessment, looked at the things that I had for my office, with my deck chair and my screens all low and my keyboards are, so it just wasn't working. And that is kind of why I love working with Ali, because she's lovely, number one. And number two, she brings into part of the organization of the business. And that's what I would love to place in for all women business owners, especially because we don't think about. This is something people don't think about until they have pain. So it's like what I would like to advocate for everybody is like the prevention. And I think that's the same thing that you want to do, make sure like there is no pain, like let's not get there,
Yeah.
So yeah.
Absolutely. I love preventing a preventable injury. So, your tennis elbow was fixed by changing the height. You actually bought an ergonomic chair.
Yeah, yes, right here. Yes,
Yeah.
right
Yeah.
here. Yes.
Before. So,
Yeah.
fully adjustable. We changed the height of how you sat and how you operated your keyboard
Yes.
and your mouse. And we changed maybe the height of the screen of your monitor. And, we did some stretches, and you were great, and you followed that. So, tiny little changes, just the height of your desk can
Yeah.
definitely change your pain or how you're working. So, and if you're on the road as well with laptops, that's my I love talking about laptops and getting them up high, because when people buy a laptop, they end up just hunched over. But
Yes.
popping them up on some books or a Tupperware container, buying a cheap external keyboard and mouse, and you've got a great setup there. So yeah, could talk about ergonomics all day.
Yeah, yeah, and then exactly, and I think that's what it is when you're setting up your business. You always want to, of course, like a lot of people are talking about marketing and making sure like you attract your clients, you get the clients. But when you have your clients and you are working away in your business, you don't think about like, oh no, like I am gonna get pain because like you can get carpal tunnel, you can get all these things because
Yeah.
you are on the desk the whole
Yeah.
time.
Yes.
Even if you're
Abs-
doing, if you're doing videos, like, because I had
yeah,
to have like stands, like you have to have, you can't just be taking a video and be like, oh, hello
yeah, yeah.
guys, like you have to be, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, you,
exactly. So, and I think
yeah.
that's why I loved to have added you or have to be able to combine with you or kind of combine our powers within the business because
Mm,
again, not a lot of people think about it, but it is necessary. And it's the great way to have the prevention as you organize your business, making sure you have the right IT stuff, you have the right, systems, because I will talk about systems in my business and you talk about, the right wording, the right things. This is part of it,
yeah,
the right office setup. And I think that's one thing that's a missing link within a lot of businesses because I think, like you said, it didn't really affect as many people when before COVID because
mm,
when they were in the office, they were set up,
yeah,
and they no problem. And I think now that it's not set up for them and they have to kind of find it's a great way to have you as a resource to be
mm,
able to connect them to the dots so they don't have those injuries. So
yeah.
I'm really excited to be able to share you with my clients because I think everybody should have an alley,
Oh,
especially if you're setting up your new business, you've already have your business set up, you need to just have a quick look. It's just kind of like you're getting your house when you buy a new house, you're getting it conducted by a conveyancer that
mm,
knows what you're talking about, that knows what needs to be done. And I'm all about like your business structure, setting up from the business because when you have 20 clients and you're in pain and you're gonna call Ali and it's like, well, you should have called me back
yeah,
at 5 clients,
absolutely.
Yeah.
I much prefer to see you, yeah, before you've got your pain because, pain doesn't just affect, your work, the way, it affects your whole life. Maybe you can't chop your children's sandwiches, because you've got elbow pain. So you might not be able to drive, your sleeping might be impaired. And then you're off to a physio. And being a physio, I know how expensive they are. Every time you go and see them, it's up to $100, right? So
Yeah,
you
yeah,
want to be there
yeah.
for a week. That's, so if you can prevent an injury, absolutely, and giving you the knowledge to, apply that into your workspace. Because as we know, when you're in the office, everything's set standard, but, people have got different heights of dining tables and dining chairs and different couches and
Yeah.
working in their beds and, on stools and things. So that, I do a tailored assessment. So it's really, it's what you have at home and, your budget. And that's why I love it because it's really personalized to the person.
Yeah, and I love that because it's same with my business. It's like you want to know like the nits and grits of it, and you are knowing because you're gonna have to see where they're working, and if they are working in their dining room table, like myself,
Yeah.
you, you have to see it, and then you can give recommendations. So I love that. Again, it's part of your business fundamentals, making sure that you have everything organized and set up in the back. Because yeah, you could be nice and shining, great pictures on the outside marketing, but your back hurts or your hip hurts or you can barely type, so those are the things that I love about having Ali with me because she has really changed everything because yeah, if I kept going with that tennis elbow, I
Mm,
wouldn't be able to have typed or not even just type, but like yeah, get out the words that I want to show to my clients. So
yeah.
yes, I'm really grateful for you. Because if it wasn't for you, I would just be like sitting here I'd be like, I'll just type really quick like this. Yeah. Because this one was like, I couldn't move it. I think you remember I couldn't go like this. I
Yeah.
was, yeah, I was like, it's not working. So
I
it
know.
all worked out. So I'm really glad that, we got to connect together. And I really want to connect you to pretty much everybody. Everybody I worked with, I think needs to have an alley because again, all the little departments in a business, I think people forget the things that that's not they think it's not important, but
Yeah.
big businesses have ergonomics. Like they spend billions and have budgets of billions just for that to make sure they have the right chairs for their employees, the right setup. And you have Ali. You don't need to have a big business. You have Ali to be able to show you like, hey, this is it. And and then so when you become a big business, you're like, yes, because I was set up correctly.
Yeah.
So really excited. Yeah. Oh, well, thank you so much for joining us today and kind of explaining to everybody why we got together, how we got together, and the importance of ergonomics. So I can't wait till you meet Ali with when you come in and join our team or our fun, I guess. So
Yeah.
thank you so
And
much. I hope you all have a great day.
can't wait
Thank
to
you.
meet everyone. See you.